What's going on, guys? Your boy XQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode, day 0. I've got Cory muted because he's extra powerful right now. He's coughing his brains out. I asked him if he's going to be able to make it after his pre-ceremonial dab, and he said, "Yes, Cube, I've got this." And he proceeded to start coughing his ass off. Powerful one with us, immaculate one, Charlie Robinson. Spiritual one is hanging out in St. Petersburg, getting that sun. So we got the three stooges here today, three amigos, three
Yeah.
musketeers, all the above, all the above. This week, have y'all been well?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
the government is shut down,
Right.
and I haven't noticed a damn thing.
You may not have, but Doomsday is upon us in about 7 days. November 1st. People are, and it's
Oh,
mainly women,
that
are losing their minds.
that is.
Yeah, about the SNAP benefits. They're having some issues. It's a little bit of a breakdown right now. I'm seeing videos all over the place of women saying, "I'm gonna go right to Walmart and just steal the shit." That's what I'm doing. I'm like, be easy now, because you're implicating yourself right out the gate. That's probably not a good idea. I'm just giving you that right up front.
All right. This isn't. We're not talking about criminal masterminds here playing their shoplifting sprees on TikTok. Is kind of perfectly on brand. Wonder why you don't have a job.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, but I've seen some fellas out there and say, "Hey guys, they just hold out because coochie about to be on the cheap again." That's what they were saying. They're saying these women
Oh
gonna have
yeah,
to
they're gonna
put out.
flood the market. Yeah. I would. Yeah.
That's
You're
good
about to
stuff.
learn. You're about to learn a valuable. Listen, the government might be shut down, but that doesn't mean you can't learn a valuable lesson about economics when you have an oversupply of pussy,
Oh
and
yes,
because everybody's trying to earn and demand, but no velocity of money. So you have to look at M2 money supply, and the velocity of money flows through the system. And if you have no velocity, that whoring business isn't going to work. So you get yourself a PhD in economics just by trying to figure this shit out.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty damn wild. I've heard some rumors. Now I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if y'all have heard this, but I've heard, because if I'm correct, I think Walmart is actually the biggest grocery store in America. If I'm correct, I think that's what I heard. Like 25% of grocery sales come via Walmart. Is that sound about right, Charlie?
That might be right. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked
Okay.
at it. I know Kroger is huge. It's very
Hmm.
regional. What you'll find is
Right.
that groceries are very dominant. They'll dominate, like HEB in Texas just has a stranglehold on it, but they don't really exist outside of Texas. So
Yeah, they're not
um,
nationwide like Walmart. Like Walmart is. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
and grocery stores are notoriously hard businesses to run, and the profit margins are like 1 or 2%. You just have to do a ton of volume. So it's like it's a that's why you get conglomerates. That's why you don't get a whole lot of mom and pop grocery stores, because it's just hard to make money on one store. You've got to have like
Right.
economies of scale. You got to have like 100 stores. Making 1% on 100 stores and doing a shit ton of volume, the numbers work. If you've got one little store, like there was a cool little place right down the street from us in Hermosa Beach where I lived, and you knew you were going to pay more money, but because you could just walk there, and there are no
Mhm.
such thing as big grocery stores there. You knew you were going to pay more, but the quality was good and you could kind of deal with it. You kind of ration. They didn't have 10 choices of ketchup. They had one, but you're just like, whatever. I'm going down there to get emergency ketchup. You know what I mean? So like, I'll take what they got. So
Right, right, right. So so what I was hearing is that a lot of the Walmarts are going to be putting security at their places, like
Oh, good.
police officers and stuff, because they've heard so many rumblings about people coming in and raiding on November 1st.
Yeah, I'd be more concerned at the local level though.
Right. Mhm.
The small
Okay.
ones, the
Okay.
small local
Mhm.
levels. I mean, depending on where you are geographically, like if you're in New York, you have like
Mhm.
bodegas and things like that. Your EBT's not
Right.
working, fuck that guy. Go down there. The problem is if you're a regular, you've been in there before and you're probably going to need to go in there in the future. So, how much do you steal from the guy down the street when he's the corner guy, he's the corner market in your neighborhood and you're going to
Right.
go in there. So, do you want to be a dick and do that? This is embarrassing behavior. Like, talk
Right.
about proud of your ignorance. Like, if we don't get our way with our free food, we're just gonna steal everything. It's like, oh, that's great. And everyone will be super sympathetic to you too as you sit on your ass and do nothing. And then when you get one fucking obstacle, what do? Burn the place to the ground. Congratulations. Great. Why there's 42 million people on food stamps. Why?
That's
There
wild.
should be like four.
That that's
I
wild.
would
What's the demographics there? If I'm correct, I think it's mostly white people.
It's mostly I mean,
Demo
I think it's about 50-50, if I had to guess.
is it?
But
Okay.
there's a significant number of white trash who have been doing this for generations. It's like it's one thing if it's like I lost my job, I'm down on my luck, I'm on food stamps and everything. Like that's what it's designed for. Or like I was born with cerebral palsy and I can't work or like I'm sympathetic to people in that situation. Like that we need a safety net for those people. But then there's a segment of society and they're stupid and they're poor also. So they're getting food stamps, but they're also poor because they're stupid and they make bad decisions over and over and over and over again. And they can't envision making long-term decisions. And so like at some point you have to just go like what are we doing? Like I honestly think that the reason why they will continue to pay this is because it is a bribe to the lower 20% to not destroy the place. I think that come
Right.
November 1st they will find a way to find money for food stamps because they know what will happen.
Well, okay, so
They're
we
going to
we've
burn this
talked
place
about
to the
the
ground.
yeah, yeah, we talked about the regime stuff and how it almost feels like Trump feels like a separate faction as opposed to the status quo faction. And we've also got a different faction within the Democratic Party from what it used to be. This is a little bit more of an extreme far left. So could we see them just say, you know what, we're just gonna hold out so we can see the catastrophe?
Uh, Order out of chaos. If you want to see, I don't know, if you want chaos, it's so funny about well, it's not funny, but it's just it wasn't even really like a big reach. But in I don't know, February or March, I did a episode where I said like if you want to kick shit off, you cancel the EBT cards. And that if there becomes a scenario in which there's the justification to turn the EBT cards off, that they'll do it because if they want the if what they want is chaos, they'll invent a reason to turn them off.
Mm.
And I said that like 8 months ago. And I didn't think it would be a government shutdown, but it is an invented reason, and I'm not saying it's the only reason, but I mean it's a good enough reason, right? And so if they don't turn the government back on, which would be fine with me, but if they don't fund the EBT cards come November 1st, then my assumption would be that not that there was like gridlock in Washington because it's all theater, but that my assumption is that it's intentional to create chaos because they intend to crack down in the aftermath in some reason. Like Trump is walking them into a trap
Mhm.
of getting them all crazy and then bringing in the National Guard or bringing in the military or doing something with drones or whatever, bringing in ICE, bringing
So
in somebody.
I got a prediction to make that all these
Okay.
motherfuckers on EBT somehow miraculously all of these ninjas are going to be eaten in the next couple days. They ain't going to starve to death. We ain't going to see bodies in the street because EBT got shut off. Okay, so what does that tell you? It probably should have been shut off a long fucking time ago because these motherfuckers will figure something out. Period. They ain't going to just sit there and go, oh, my EBT's off, let me just die. No, we should all be so lucky. No, these motherfuckers are going to go find something to eat.
Or somebody who's got food, right?
Right. Well, they say, okay, so right here, this is the statistics Pew Research, July 19th of 2023. Non-Hispanic white people. I like how they say that because I've seen a lot of white Hispanics, like they like. I'm like, that motherfucker white. It's like, oh no, he Mexican. I said, my ass, nigga. That nigga's white. I mean, but non-Hispanic white people accounted for 44.6 of adult SNAP recipients.
Okay, 4 out of 9, not bad.
Yeah. So
You know,
white folk out there getting that SNAP.
Moving forward, like black people should be the arbiters of who's white and who's not, because they'll cut right through the bullshit. People be like, Jews ain't white.
It.
Bullshit.
Them niggas white as hell, man. I see there was this chick doing an interview, and it was like she was talking about being in, I think somewhere in Asia, and how like Asian guys or whatever, like they like falling over white girls. Because you know, if you look at the anime, all the folks that they make are white. Ain't none of them Asian. They make a bunch of white folks. That's what they make. So she was like, "Oh, so they found out." The guy was like, "Oh, it's because you're white." She was like, "Well, I don't identify as white." I'm like, "Bitch, you white as fuck." I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Charlie, she was your complexion.
What did she identify as?
She didn't say. She just said she didn't identify as white. I'm a non-white. I'm like, okay, I got you. I'm more opaque.
Hispanic?
Yeah.
Are you a white non-Hispanic?
Yeah, so that messed me up right there. I'm like, hold on. So you can you can be white and say I don't identify as white, like Jews.
You don't do that.
So
no. You can live in a delusion all you want.
I see your white ass. All right, there ain't no doubt about it. Now, I was going through this to seeing the eligibility of who gets the food stamps because I haven't really deep dived into how far below the line you need to be. But this is what it says right here. It said a household qualifies for the program if it has a gross monthly income at or below 130% of the federal poverty level, as well as a net monthly income at or below 100% of the federal poverty level. So this is an example. For a family of four in 2023, this works out to $3,007 in gross monthly income and $2,313 in net monthly income. And those limits are a little bit higher in Alaska and Hawaii. So for a family of four, you have to be making $2,313 take home per month to be eligible for the SNAP benefits.
So if you work a minimum wage job, you're automatically eligible.
Automatically, yes.
Automatically.
Yep.
Which because you're not realize that. In fact, they do that during the orientation program at Walmart, I believe, right? Did they show them how to sign up for food stamps as well? because you're not going to make enough
Yeah, that's
to
true. That's true.
to be at the entry level, maybe in management or whatever, but at the entry level, that's what. And I might have gotten it wrong. It might have been Target, but I don't know. It was one of them that was. I think it was Walmart though. That was. I don't think it was like official company policy, but it was like, yo, hey, by the way, sign up here for food stamps because you're going to qualify, and then just get that, and so you don't have to. You'll have your groceries covered, and then you can come here and spend it, because you work here. And
Right,
pretty like the problem is, like, if you use this as a helping hand when you need it, it's great. It's when you make some sort of mental calculation that, like, I'm good, I don't need to do anything else, or you like learn to live within the boundaries, or you get good at the scam, and you've got multiple people doing it in a household or whatever. You turn it into like a business. Like, if I'm gonna leech off the government, I'm gonna figure out every single program, be amazing at it.
Yeah. It's like I seen this. There was somebody in the household. There was a woman. Her son was about to get a well-paying job. She was like, "You can't take that job." It's like, why? It's like, because you still stay here and we'll be off the benefits if you take the job, so you can't take it.
It's a
I was just
trap.
like, what?
You got to go live somewhere else then, man. You're gonna screw up the gig. And
Yeah,
that's
hmm
fucking slave mentality. That is
right. But
slave
then,
on the plantation mentality, and I don't give a shit
but
what color you are. That is some
hmm
slave mentality. When you
yeah,
wait
but
for a
then what?
master to throw you a bone every month, thank you, master, and I better not do too good, or else they will fuck me up. That's some bullshit. That's a real embarrassing mentality. And, like, if your entire existence is to game the state and live off of them in some sort of mutually parasitic relationship, I have zero respect for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's dog shit. If you're genuinely a handicapped person or somebody in need, then hopefully it's taken care of. But, like, what would be a real shame is the people who actually needed it not getting it, and then all these grifting assholes who figured out how to game the system or getting it all. That would be a disgrace. I don't have a problem with people stealing from the government, just to be clear. I don't have a problem with that component of it. I'm not a do-gooder in that regard. Fuck the state. But my response is fuck you for being dependent on the state. Like, I have no respect for you for doing that. I do whatever you're going to do. You're going to leech off the state. Like, the state deserves. It's a parasite itself. If you're leeching off of the parasite, I guess you guys have found a perfect match. But I'll have no respect for either one of the parties involved, the state or the scumbags who leech off of the state.
Well,
I'll
the
see you
thing
guys
is,
in
what was it?
Acapulco. The
Yeah,
government conference
yeah.
in Puerto Vallarta this year, February
Now we
16th through the 20th.
there you go. Now they have up here, in addition, households receiving other types of aid, such as the temporary assistance for needy families (TANF) or supplemental security income (SSI) may be eligible for SNAP automatically. I haven't heard of the TANF or the SSI. You know anything about that,
SSI I've
Corey,
heard of.
Charlie?
I've heard of SSI.
Okay.
That's like your
That's Social Security.
Okay.
that's like you've got a situation going. You're getting money
So,
from the government because you've got some sort of fucked up situation going on. You're getting money.
you know what the Nazis did for the poor? They
What's that?
brought
Yeah.
them food and they brought them clothing. And if they had babies, they brought them children's supplies. And they brought them all the shit they needed so that the head of the household could get back on their goddamn feet. And they even provided nannies and shit like that. So the Nazis can fucking
It can
do
be
it. What the
done.
fuck is going on here in America? You just here,
It can
take
be
some money
done.
and swear you're going to buy some good shit with it. Is like not working. And it hasn't been working for a long time. We need to bring back government
Okay.
cheese.
Okay. Well, here was it that there was a guy who did a video, and I thought it was pretty good. He's like, with all the people I've seen up here, or pretty much all the women, because that's the majority of who you see on these benefits. So with all the women that I see up here talking about the SNAP benefits and all that, that lets me know that the majority of people would not survive in a natural selection society.
Oh
And I'm like, he's
no.
right.
Oh, oh, I'll take it down to a more reasonable level. They wouldn't survive in a power outage longer than 30 days.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
and that's a 9.3 earthquake away from happening in Southern California, locking in 10 million people, making it so that nobody can get in or out, nobody can get food for 30 days. You would lose half the people would starve to death and die, I think.
I remember
That'd
when
be
I
like
was
a
younger,
legit zombie apocalypse, now that I think of it.
it'd be similar to one. When I was younger, we had a terrible snowstorm, and I was in a rural area, and we were out of school for like 3 weeks. Um, and when the snowstorm came, it actually knocked one of the trees down, tore the power line down to our house, and ripped the box off the side of the house. So we were without power for over a month.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, it was real life. Like wood
Yeah.
heater, propane, cooking shit on the wood heater stove, like it was like real in the middle of winter, legit. I mean, so I've had a little bit of experience with that, lighting candles at night and shit like that. Going and shitting outside, and I mean all that stuff. But like it's real life, and yeah, most people don't, especially if you were born, golly, after the year 2000, you can't even fathom that. You know,
Uh,
somebody talk about a wood heater. A wood heater? What's that mean?
Might as well be a
First of
wood
all, you know what that
modem.
is.
I think it
Yeah,
burns
that's what
wood.
I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, but that'd be like, oh, do I go out there? Where do
Do
I
I
get the
heat the
wood
wood
from?
myself? How
Do I
does
push
it
a button?
work?
Yeah, yeah. Is this
If it
thing
ain't got a
produces
button, you're
on wood?
fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the real shit right there. I mean, so it's like it's gonna be interesting to see how this
Yo,
plays out. Uh-huh.
I'm one
You
smart
go ahead,
cookie and I'm
Corey.
dead in 30 days too, man. I'm just telling
Oh,
you how
I'm
it
not
is.
trying to say that I'm going to make it any longer. I mean, you know,
My
Oh
dog's
no,
gonna be
I
the
mean
first thing to go for dinner.
yeah, I'd be fucked right now because I don't have access to like I live in an apartment, so like I don't have a wood heater. Like it's not like when I was back home. There's wood everywhere because you're in the fucking woods. That's where we
we
lived.
could
I mean,
we would
So
live
my dad.
stream we would live stream us slowly starving to death every week. It would be like it'd be like, and then at one point, like one person just wouldn't show up anymore ever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yo,
like,
Said he
X
didn't
Cube,
make
I
it.
he's
noticed you're wearing
dead.
a hoodie, man. Is it cold there or what?
Oh no, this is just one of my favorite shirts.
Oh,
It's not a
lucky
hoodie though.
you.
It's
Because
thin. It's
it's
thin.
fucking cold as fucking balls here in northern Colorado. Holy shit.
Oh, is it? It's not. It's.
Bro, in my
You
house
know
it's like
what?
40 degrees.
Oh my God, no! It's been nice out here. I've been on some wonky schedule where I'm getting up super early and going to the gym, and I can walk to the gym from my house. And
What
I've been
happened?
getting up like before the sun is coming up and shit. It's
So it was
crazy.
What happened to the
38.
global warming?
It was 38
Wow,
overnight, and then it was 53 at 8 a.m. And then it peaked today at 66 at 11 a.m.
that's cold for me
It's cold.
from the desert, but that's I'm now Corey. I'm hitting my 10-year anniversary of being in Colorado.
I like it, but I'm just bored as fuck. I want to go back to fucking Vegas.
Well, be careful what
Oh
you
man,
wish
that's
for.
good.
Vegas is overrun with Californians.
Well, hopefully this
I mean,
downturn in the
I was one
economy will
too, but
wash them out too, because
I came before it was cool.
this fucking this abandonment of tourism in America is a signal. Well, number one, Europeans don't want to come here, which is good. Fuck them. But we kind of need their money, and so Vegas is down something like
Canadians would normally come, and they're a
yeah.
huge component there, not just for gaming, but also for housing. They buy a lot of houses. They that because they want to get their money out of Canada when they can, and they want to put it in assets that they think are better. And so they'll buy Vegas real estate. I sold a shit ton of real estate to Canadians.
So it looks like this is the weird thing, because all the traffic is down, the tourism is down, the numbers are down, overall revenue is down, but gaming revenue is up across the board for everybody.
That's misleading though, because they've repriced everything. When I was there, when I was there in 2005, I went to Hong Kong and then went to Macau and checked out the casinos there. And when I came back, when I saw a stat that blew my mind, that a Vegas blackjack table will do profit about $2,000 a day, an average table. In Macau, it's $22,000 a day. So they focus the shift is the reason why gaming receipts are up, probably, even though everything else is down, is because they're targeting rich people. You can see it in the pricing of all of the hotel rooms are through the roof. There's no more cheap buffets. You can't get a $5 blackjack table. They don't exist anymore. They used to. It was great. You could, everything's $25. Everything's, you want to sit down on a Friday night, it's $100 to play a hand, maybe 50, 25, 50, so more than likely.
When I lived there, the great thing was that there were so many programs for locals that you basically got into all the shows for free. You got so much value out of living there if you were to go into the nightlife, which I was. It was amazing. Yeah. It was fucking great. So I wonder how that's impacted by this financial spike in prices and everything out there, because I'm really itching to get the fuck back there, but I don't want to get out there and not be able to afford to do shit,
Well, the real key, the industry that does well in Vegas is local casinos.
Yeah, the station casinos
do well.
I love those places. They're great. Yeah. And they got all the new games and everything.
I do too.
There's always $2 margaritas.
They're
amazing.
Fucking
awesome. And the Durango, I hear, is blowing up.
Green Valley Ranch is my favorite casino in the world.
Have you been to Durango? Fantastic. It's their new one. The new one.
I have been to Durango. I have been to it. I was blown away. Actually, I'll tell you. Can I say this? I went in when I was there last summer for my mom. One day I said, let's get up to my buddy. Luckily, my best friend Andy lives there, and he'd be bored. And I said, let's go to Durango Station, check it out. I haven't been there. He's like, oh, I haven't been there either. And I'll be honest, a casino is a casino. They all look the same. This is the only casino I've ever seen that didn't do the dark walls, you can't tell what time it is sort of thing. They put clear glass along the sides of the casino and let in all the natural light. So it's like gambling in the daylight. And it's weird. I lived in Vegas for 10 years. So that's why if you get kind of used to casinos all kind of looking the same. This one looked totally different. And then they did a food court. Back to more casino talk with Charlie and Cory after this. But no, seriously, they did a food court. Cory, next time you're in Vegas, go to Durango Station and check it out. The food court will blow your mind. It's fantastic. And same thing. It's like all lit up with natural light. It's not dark. It's not depressing. It doesn't make you, they're not trying to trick you into staying there all night and all day and gambling. Like that bullshit doesn't work. Those psychological tricks have been exposed. I think people recognize that. So we walked through there. I was like, this is the best new casino I've seen in a long time. So, and again, it's a station casino, right? So they know what they're doing. They do a
And
good
they
job
target
there.
locals, so that's probably why they're not doing all the tricks.
Yeah, and they target locals. And with the locals are like, who we bullshitting? I got to go home tonight. No, I'm not going to get all crazy and gamble all fucking forget that it's 3:00 in the morning. Like, let's cut through the bullshit. Bring back all the free drinks and do all that stuff. Don't charge for parking. Don't treat me like an asshole. Don't try to squeeze every last penny out of me. Like, if you want me to keep coming back here as a local, you have to do things like that. So I think maybe traditional Las Vegas, like Strip Vegas, needs to, so fucking corporate now. It's like, I don't know, what do they do? Just write it off their balance sheet. But like, they need to experience some pain. They need to learn that like somebody's going to make a calculation that Circus could actually be really fucking awesome if somebody took $1 billion and renovated that thing. It's got a killer location. You could lean into the clowniness of it all, and and it's the 6th largest hotel in the world. You could turn that into a fucking, or you could just bulldoze it. You could do that. But
that's probably the better option.
Because that property was worth a fortune. That's where Echelon was going to be. So I don't know, man. Vegas is like a home to me. I mean, even though I don't live there, I still am there all the time. I still have the real estate company out there, and so I'm still there. But it's you know what? It's still a way better place than anywhere in California for tax reasons, for sanity reasons, things like that. It's got its problems, but
I just think that businesses are collectively trying to fuck themselves, like across the board. Like, it's like, yeah, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go up. We're gonna make this subscription base. Gonna make that. We're gonna charge. I'm just like, dog, niggas is broke, man. I mean, they ain't no more money.
That's my
There's no more
problem
money.
with Vegas. It's like, how many Louis Vuitton bags can you sell in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna sell infinitely more $1.99 steak and eggs. Do you remember that, Cory? Like, how old are you? Remember, like the mid 90s were no, you probably you weren't in Vegas in the mid 90s.
No.
We would go out there in 92, 93, and it would be like $1.99 steak and eggs and 99-cent Heinekens. And when you're on a budget, you could go there and have fun. And we would spend money, not a ton of money, but we would go. And maybe it's not that anymore because obviously prices are out of control. But maybe my point is, make it reasonable. Go after a segment that's like wants to go to Vegas and have that fun experience, but isn't going to play $25 hands of blackjack. Like,
volume, get volume.
Bring back $5 hands of blackjack. Put it in the basement. Sell dollar beer.
Yeah.
Like, turn it into a fucking party. Get people in there, and then make money elsewhere.
Well, it's just like so right now, all the car manufacturers, for some reason, they decided to all get together and say, you know what? We're gonna make it where CarPlay doesn't work anymore. We're gonna make it where we got a system that you pay a subscription for to listen to music, use navigation. I'm like, no,
Yep, I just
you done
saw
already
that.
charged $55,000, $60,000 for the car. Niggas is broke, man. Like, they
don't
broke.
care. No, they've gone to a different revenue model. They want. See, the problem is when you sell cars, as you know, you don't sell. That guy doesn't buy a car every year. He buys a car every 5 years, maybe, if you're lucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a revenue stream once, and then you disappear to them, right? But if there was a way for them to smooth out those bumps in like the money that they get from you, and they could have a subscription model that just kind of extends on and on and on, they can continue to profit from you. And like the
gonna
idea
backfire.
of charging a subscription for heated seats makes me want to light my car on fire. If I had a car that did a subscription to heated seats, which I do not. But could you
It's just gonna
imagine?
backfire so bad, man. It's gonna backfire
can't-
so bad. Like, it's not gonna work. It's just not. I mean, it's kind of like OnStar right now, but they begging for, man, talk to somebody about OnStar. Nobody wants to pay $40 a month for your OnStar. Okay, there's only a select few people that want to do that. They just don't. So when you tell somebody, hey, if you want to see your navigation on your screen and you want to connect, listen to your Spotify, your Pandora, and all that, well, pay us $20 a month. Man, they're like, no, dog, I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my phone in there, and then I'm gonna get me a Bluetooth speaker. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna tell you to kick rocks. I mean, it's just like I ain't got no more money. Like, it's just like the wages ain't went up. They ain't went up. Like, you want to extract more, but you ain't paid nobody more. Like, usually when you want to extract, they got to have some money to give you. They ain't got shit to give you.
Well, this is going to be a much bigger problem because we have now, with the introduction of artificial intelligence, we now have the probability, more, I'd say likelihood, that things are going to get automated. And in doing so, some people their jobs aren't going to be needed anymore, right? Or not, it's
Yeah.
not to say that accountants will go away altogether, right? But what if this does it so well that you lose like 30% of like the normal? That's a huge amount, right?
It's a chunk.
So, dude, it's about it. It could get rough. Where are those people going to get money to spend in this economy that they're dreaming of? You're going to have to give them the money in the form of UBI, like SNAP benefits or whatever.
To spend, but you got to give them enough to spend. Like, because everything
Like
will be
allowance.
subscription based.
Like allowance to spend on whatever they want.
Was it Roosevelt
Like,
who did the New Deal? Did he just fuck everybody for all time? He totally fucked everybody.
Yeah. That's what he did. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like, all right, so UBI is the answer. It's like, yeah, but you've got to artificially give enough UBI to make sure these companies don't go under.
UBI is
And like
bullshit.
it's like
bullshit.
so when they
once you start,
it's
a leak in the economy. That's what it is. It's fundamentally money siphoning out of the economy to get spun back into the economy. It's nonsense. It's unsustainable.
So you're paying yourself. You're just paying yourself.
It creates a cycle that ends in fucking misery and destruction. Okay, so fuck the whole thing. Like, look, here's the deal. I'd rather be homeless on the fucking streets than get $10 from the goddamn government. Like, I don't want their fucking handout ever. I didn't get that $1,200. They gave that $1,200 to bitches. I didn't get that $1,200.
I didn't get it either.
Their money.
I don't know what anybody says. I heard some people say, "Oh, it was just automatically put in your account." I would have noticed. Nobody automatically put it in my account. Maybe
no, it actually was. Like it like legit. Like you just got there one day. You just there's just money in there. I'm like,
they just gave it to the black people.
I wish maybe they did. But my name can be very black sounding. My official name of Charles.
Charlie Robinson.
Charles
the famous Charlie Robinson is the black guy from Night Court.
Yeah. There it is. I didn't get any free money. So
no, but that's how it actually worked though. Like, I woke up one day and I was just sitting there. Every once in a while I go look at the account and there's just money there. I'm like,
but can I say, like, $1,200 is not fuck you money.
Nah, it ain't quite that.
It is.
That's one night of hookers and blow money.
Yeah,
it is like a Vegas weekend. You know.
Well, the thing is also, if a lot of people got that money and they paid off debts with it, it didn't stimulate shit.
Well, all that was fake anyway. It was all fake. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the girl in there when she's sitting there. Oh yeah, and you ain't doing nothing. She ain't felt shit. They're faking it. It was a fake orgasm, is what it was.
Fiat
Did a whole lot of
orgasm.
hooping. Yeah, fiat orgasm. Whole lot of
I
hooping and
decree.
hollering. It ain't did shit. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All it did was put us in a hole. It sunk us. Dude, when people come up to me and they like, oh man, I don't understand why shit's so high. I said, nigga, weren't you around during 2020? I
They
said, but
printed
you,
a ton of money.
6.2 trillion, they opened the door to fucking let that hell's demons come right through and swarm y'all's asses. Corporations was like, thank you. I'm
I heard
sticking
higher
this in
numbers.
you.
I heard higher numbers than that. I heard numbers of 12 to
The
14
6.2?
trillion.
I
Yeah.
heard
Whatever it
80%
was.
of the entire money supply was created during that time.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So what the fuck
Which
they
is
need our taxes?
absolutely
They don't need our-
crazy.
Staggering amount of money.
They don't need our tax money. They can just print the shit.
Well, of course, the tax money is meant to keep us down on the reservation. And without resources and jumping through hoops and declaring what we do and what we, I mean, putting us in a position of pledging our allegiance by paying extortion to the government, it's all psychological. And by the way, yeah, it also helps to finance the interest on the debt for the Federal Reserve, which is the reason why the IRS and Federal Reserve were created in 1913, the same year. So this has been a nice funding mechanism for the bankers. It's not so much that our taxes go to like who will build the roads. Our money goes towards paying the interest on the debt, which is the only thing the bankers care about, and they don't even really care about that too much.
Yeah, they put the what they say, damn, they put the cheese on the board. Put the cheese right on the rat trap. And nigga,
Oh,
we
yeah.
ate it. Like we ate it. I mean, people up there, they nibbling right on it, man. This shit is good. And then now 5 years later, bud, it done splattered that. You know what I'm saying? You got right to the point where you damn triggered that shit. You've triggered my trap card. All the people who was sitting back there like, oh man, this is great.
Well,
Man, I got away like a bandit when I sold my house for $50,000 over asking. Now you in some piece of shit place. You're like, man, I need to get out of here. I need to downsize. You can't. You downsize to something that's gonna cost you more. Like you fucked yourself. I don't know how
Cost you
some folks
more.
didn't see it.
As we have said before in previous real estate discussions, cost you more for the house and cost you more because the interest rate is double what you probably had when you bought it in the first place.
That's it. What you have, Corey? You had something?
no.
I
Fucked.
thought you were about to say something.
He's
We
the Clarence
fucked.
Thomas of day zero. Hasn't said a
He
word.
said, "No."
9
He said, "No, we
months.
fucked." Man, see, I'm sitting here thinking. I said, I'm trying to think through it because your mind to start computing stuff and say, "All right, how can we get out of this?" And then like it all comes like funneling right to this thing where at the bottom it says we're fucked. Like everything funnels right to it. You're like, "Oh, second, there's got to be
So
an
when in
escape
doubt.
button."
When in
Yeah.
doubt, we're fucked.
we have some really crazy economic signals going on still. Like the stock markets are higher than they ever been. Crypto
yeah.
and Bitcoin just finished a 4-year cycle. At the end of the 4-year cycle was expected that it went to the moon. It didn't go to the moon. Some people say when you compare Bitcoin against the price of gold that the fucking market peaked back in December of last year. And so nobody knows what the fuck's going on with Bitcoin or crypto. It can go to fucking $10 or it can go to $1 million tomorrow. And like right now, the market's never been so tenuous. That doesn't really jive with markets, stock markets being at all-time high, and global money supply being at all-time high, and and like the car market's falling apart, the housing market's falling apart, all real assets are falling to fucking pieces. All the money's going into AI and bullshit. I saw a thing that basically said that if it wasn't for the AI bubble that we're in, we would be flat with growth, like zero growth domestically.
Oh, and the AI bubble is like a real incestuous mix of everybody's investing in each other's companies. They're buying each other's stocks or buying each other's processors or whatever it is. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's like a lot of smoke and
It's a
mirrors.
circular economy. I saw a whole thing
Very
on it.
much
Yeah.
so. They're getting funded by the government, and they're getting stuff from like the $500 billion for AI infrastructure that Larry Ellison and Sam Altman have been working on, and stuff like that. So they've got almost infinite money, and then they use that money and deploy it in a way that goes to one company, but with instructions that company needs to invest in these other companies and buy their stuff or buy their stock or buy their bonds or whatever the fuck it is. And in doing, and that's like a cartel. It's like the Mag 7 cartel of buying, they're all intertwined with each other. And
it's
it's
driving
gross.
up
But,
electricity prices.
gold. Yeah, it's doing that for sure. They need to figure that out as well. But gold, silver, and Bitcoin were all at all-time highs at one point a couple weeks ago. That is a bet against the system, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, electricity and water are two weird fucking items. They're the only items where you can use less of it and your bill be exactly the same. I mean, that's some weird. It's some weird ass shit. Somebody was sitting there and they were like, I think they said their water bill, 1 month was like $200. I was like, damn, that's a high ass water bill. But anyway, they were like, okay, so we're going to intentionally save water. Okay, they were taking like 2-minute showers. You know what I'm saying? Won't wash your
Bill's the
dishes,
same.
but once every 2 days, like everything, and they got their water bill the next month, and they had saved $3. It's like, hold on a second, $3? That was it? I saved like 500 gallons of water, and that equated to $3? It's like, shit, I might as well use all of it then.
The thing is, when it comes to things like water and electricity and gasoline, these are the things that fuel the economy in general. And so right now, here's another factor. Fucking gas is like $2 and change, bro. We went to Denver the other day and it was gas. I saw gas for like $2.19. I was like, are you shitting me? The world's fucking falling apart in one end. It's blowing up on the other end. And we got $2 gasoline and fucking electricity is expensive as fuck. Like, none of this stuff makes any sense at all.
Nothing makes sense. Like it doesn't add up. Like even what you were saying, Corey, about Trump's regime, like it seems status quo, and then it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like how can it be both at the same time? It's like so, I mean, it's like we're almost like flip-flopping damn universes. Like
if I was a Jesus person, I'd say we're in a spiritual war or some weird shit. Here's another weird thing. So at the same time that gold and silver and Bitcoin were all pumping the past couple months, Magic cards had the biggest bull run that they ever had in their history.
And so,
well, one speculation is that some crypto bros profits went back into Magic cards and they were drastically overpaying for shit. Like there were cards that were selling
in an attempt to
when you make $1 million in crypto, when you take $10 and you turn it into $1 million in crypto, you're willing to spend whatever the fuck because money doesn't mean anything to you at that point. So you'll overspend on everything to get what you want, which drove the prices of the market up big time. And now they're seeing a collapse in a lot of areas, which is interesting because you'd think something as casual as Magic cards wouldn't fall into the same kind of auspices of the larger markets.
Well, dang, I watched a video today about Counter-Strike 2. About how motherfuckers were selling skins for fucking thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. Like, dude, what? Skins on a gun? On a video game? I said, there ain't no fucking way. And people were like, yeah, I've been up here. I've been rolling the dice on these loot chests since I was 13 years old. Since I was 11 years old. I'm like, well, whose money? Does your folk? They get their credit card statement. You done ran $5,000 on the thing. You just running the bill up,
Dang.
and that. And they're trying to get this one skin. I think they said, was it like the blue AK or whatever? That shit sold for $1 million. I'm like,
Wow.
$1 million.
Well, I guess it was one person who caused this crash. One person who had all this, one rich dude, older dude in his like 50s or 60s, who had all this shit. He just started selling shit for cheap, and the whole market just was like, boom.
But that's some crazy shit, man, in a video game. And like it's gambling, but technically it doesn't go under the gambling rules. Like it skirts it somehow.
Well, see,
And I was just
it
like,
shouldn't, because you pay for a loot box, and the loot box may or may not have something good in it. It's like buying a pack of fucking magic cards. It may or may not have a good card in it, right?
right.
You may buy something, I got some dog shit. And if it's got something good, then you can sell that for maybe $1 million. So it's using loopholes, obviously, right? So
Right.
here's the thing, man. I always been a fuck the system guy, but then I hate when people exploit loopholes. There's an utter contradiction there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, it's just
Depends on
the
the
amount that people pay for
situation.
stuff. Yeah, it's just the amount people will pay for stuff. Like, oh, this is a 1965 baseball signed by whoever, and it sold for $5 million. I'm like, why? It's a fucking baseball. I'm like, y'all, y'all niggas got that much money, and it just this matters. This baseball, $5 million. It's like I don't get it. Like I'm trying to grasp it.
I appreciate collecting and rarities and variations and stuff like that make things worth it, but I mean, it's really a vanity kind of hobby.
Exactly.
All the stuff I got signed myself. I didn't buy it
Mhm.
from a place. I've got Angels jerseys on the wall that I had made. They don't exist normally. Old early 80s, late 70s Angels jerseys. Had 3 of them made and had them signed by the guys. Each one obviously a different one. And then had them mounted and framed, and it was fucking expensive. And I did it like 20 years ago. And I'm glad I did. And I've had it in like my old Vegas house in the game room. It was fucking bitching. I had a big couch and a big TV, and I had these badass jerseys with lights on them. And I love that. But that's the stuff that I collected myself. And then I've got baseballs and bats and stuff from when I worked in pro sports, and we would get stuff like that. We'd get like Rick Fox signing 10 basketballs and gives me one or whatever.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like somebody coming to you and say, "Oh yeah, I got a basketball signed by so and so." Oh, do you? Man, that
I
thing's
know.
worth $500,000. You're like,
Well,
how? The basketball was as a $70.
no, it just goes into rarity. If it's something from a particular event,
Like
you know.
significance, if it was the home run
It's
that
got to
won
have
the
some
series or
significance.
something.
A home run ball from
No,
like,
I'm picking up. Like I understand what you're saying, but my mind says it's dumb. Saying it's just
well,
like there's got to be a better use of the money. Oh, okay.
Well, it's only purchased by people who are looking for assets. They're looking for unusual assets because they've got money, and money doesn't do them any good. And money is losing value every year. They want assets, and owning a Mark McGwire 60-second baseball, home run. I remember when that was going on, people were like, "This is gonna be worth fucking $1 million." It was like, oh, minimum $1 million. So it's much like priceless art. Its value is what it is. And by the way, not that I have a problem with this, also tremendous way to launder money.
Yeah. That might be the number one way to launder money.
It's a real good way.
That and then the fake corporations where you'd be like, hold on a second, what did they make again? So nothing. They don't make anything.
Overvalued
somehow to
art,
just get money.
overvalued memorabilia, overvalued shit like that.
Oh well, I mean, hey, the only person in history that I knew that was able to pay child support with their paintings, damn Joe Biden's son. I mean, he paid the damn woman
You didn't
child
even
support
have
in
to be.
paintings. What
no,
the
I mean,
fuck is that?
you didn't even have to cut
Who
his ear
greenlit
off.
that one? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who greenlit that
hell?
one? I mean, are they worth anything? I mean, of
But
course it's
but let me ask you. No,
yeah.
let me ask you this.
Oh, Hunter.
If someone offered you a Hunter Biden painting, would you not take it? Would you not be like, oh holy shit, have I got a story for you? You know who did this? Hunter Biden. No, not really. But to be clear, that would be worth something. It's not worth $50,000 or whatever sort of money laundering he's got going on with his benefactor, his I don't know, sugar daddy, the dude in Malibu who pays all his bills, things like that.
You know who's got paintings that you can buy on eBay? John Hinckley.
Look at that.
Oh, John Hinckley does. Holy shit!
It's always the same. He has like 3 paintings that he does, and he just does them over and over and over again. One's like a stupid looking cat. It's just like dumb shit from around his house. He just put out an album, and when you buy them, they come signed. I've been meaning to get them. I just haven't had that kind of disposable
How
money.
much are they?
They're not much, but I look at it and I'm like, do I want to eat this week or do I want to buy a John Hinckley record for $50?
Cory, eat this week. Damn. Don't ever let that thought go through your mind ever again. It just be like, yeah, eat this week.
I'm trying to think who I would buy that for.
You should get him on your
Without
show.
a shadow of a doubt.
He's
Get
on
John
X.
Hinckley on my show?
He's on X, dude. He's like
I
a
would talk to
loser
him
with
about
no
it.
friends now.
Oh my god.
His X is the saddest thing in the world. Let me find it. Fucking John Hinckley, yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't know. Maybe that's not such a good idea. But I don't know. I would be interested to know.
No one else has had him on yet.
Like, about the connection to the Bush family or his family.
Yeah, it's John Hinckley 20 is his ex.
John Hinckley 20.
Yeah, look at dude, this is so funny. I gotta share the screen. This is hilarious. Just as I mentioned it, he fucking window. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, well.
There, that's his cat painting.
Okay, that's kind of terrifying, but I'd fucking own that. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
What else does he put on here? Maybe it's the same picture, dude. But it's a little different, but like it's the same thing. He just paints the same shit over and over again. Oh, this is some modern art, so maybe some CIA messages in there. By that one.
I don't like that one as much. I do like the cat.
You can see the subtle differences.
Okay.
Like it's not the same picture; it's a different picture.
The cat is different every time.
Yeah, look at the boat.
Yeah, he's maybe not well, but holy shit. I mean, I gotta be honest. I thought when you said he was a painter, I thought that looks like paint by numbers. maybe the reason why they're all exactly the same is because it's like paint by numbers. It's like there's an outline of a sailboat, there's an outline of a cat, sort of. It's in pencil or whatever. And you kind of, because I don't know.
Oh shit. His record is sold out. Oh, you
How?
can get it on colored vinyl. Red vinyl is sold out. Blue vinyl is sold out. And you can, let me see, add to cart. Can I buy it? His album's called Redemption. And you can get it on colored vinyl for $25. I wonder if it's on YouTube.
Wow.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad. 25. I think we can work. We can work
What kind of
with it. We
MK
can work with a
Ultra did you
25.
have, John?
Oh,
How
shit.
long were the sessions? And were they done at your house, or were you taken to a facility where they were performed on you?
Oh, it's on YouTube, dude. I'm rocking out. Can we play it or we get banned somewhere? This can't be
you will definitely get banned. Yeah, so
How?
definitely
It
don't play it.
This can't be copyrighted.
Cory.
This is terrible,
Everything's
bro.
copyrighted.
This is horrible.
It's bad. This is
Well,
bad.
This is what I would expect if Kerry Thornley put out an album. Oh, it's terrible.
well,
I mean, everything can't be good. Everything can't be good. Hey, well, look, we finally got some numbers, or we got the lowdown on the No Kings protest, who was out there the most, and it would be white women in their 40s, educated white women, allegedly.
That's why I don't date educated white women.
they're dangerous.
Give me some gutter tramp.
Yeah, saying that they were holding therapy sessions
Wouldn't
out
go
there.
there.
Tramp. But I could say that I could
overeducated liberal white women are a
Yeah,
danger
I could say
to
that it was.
society. Every society they go to.
I could say it was definitely a majority white event, no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, my people love a good parade. They love it. They get out, they get to walk, they get to make their voice heard.
Hold a sign. They get to hold
What
a
are you
sign.
mad
Hey,
at-
it's a custom sign too.
and then they start at well, depending on the rally, I suppose. I mean, I guess if it's a Trump rally, that you start at Cracker Barrel and then you go from there. But if it's a leftist rally, you start at some maybe a Del Taco, some really unhealthy place, or a donut shop, or a
there you go,
mental
that's a good spot.
insane asylum, and go from there.
It kind of take off from there. It's a pretty rough stuff, man. I mean, it's and they did that, and the only question I have for them is, do you feel better afterwards? Do you feel like there's no longer any king? Do you feel like
the
king is now dead?
Did you see the ladies? This was I think it was the similar weekend. And I don't know if it had anything to do with the No Kings, but I think it was in Austin. All the people screaming at the river. They were on
I
a
didn't
bridge,
see that one.
and they were all yelling at the water down there. I hate you, Donald Trump. And they were just letting it. They're doing all that in Austin.
Oh, they're having a struggle session. I seen one of those where the women go in the woods. They pay this other woman to do this retreat where they go in the woods and slam sticks and release their whatever.
This was a free version of that. This was a makeshift free version of that. There was anybody who wanted to scream at the water from a bridge in Austin, and I don't know. I don't know who organized it. It doesn't make any sense, of course, because it's like a leftist idea. So
the hot chick's too busy selling booty,
doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying,
they got a
as
business.
usual, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't do any good. It's misdirected energy. it's performative horseshit. It's I'm gonna go scream at the water today. Good fucking job, dude. Good fucking job. You screamed at the water. Do you feel better now? Do you want to take a nap too? You dopey SOB. Get the fuck out of here. These people need to be punished for their stupidity.
Now,
They need to
look,
listen
Charlie,
to John Hinckley's album. They need to be forced to listen to
There
John
it is.
Hinckley's album.
Put it on
You know what I
repeat. On
mean?
repeat
That's punishment for
For
being
the-
so goddamn stupid.
for the next month. Now, hey, at least we haven't gotten as deep as they have overseas. I think it was Italy, if I'm correct. The women be out there; they'll have their tops off and yelling, doing their little marches and stuff. And I was
They're
just
a little
like,
hotter in Italy.
I'll take Italy.
not quite, not quite.
No?
The ones that have their titties out, I've seen it pop up multiple times.
Oh, it
on
was
Twitter.
okay.
Was it like nice titties? Never just let them hang out.
Well, okay. I
Not without payment.
Well,
they'll let them hang out, but they need payment. All right. That's it. I'm gonna need some payment if these gonna be out. All right. I'm just not showing these for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
For the good ones. You should keep the good ones behind a paywall. The free leftist ones you get to see for free in the mean streets of Portland.
You get free. You get free
like a
leftist
scratch and
titties.
sniff. Come to
Free
life.
liberal titties. It says, come here on Tuesday to see get a peek at these free liberal titties, and then yelling.
See you next Tuesday.
Hey, look, here's what I do know that they putting out. They independent, and they said that's their pussy. They can do what they want with it, and they'll just give it to you. And they said, but and that'll be it.
I'm good. We're all stocked up here. In the pussy department. Thank you.
Okay. You ain't low on it.
I'm not. No, we're good. We don't need. I'm certainly not from Portland.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, come on.
There you go. Get some action. That's where the real action's at out there in Portland. Oh man, it's all good.
I got married in Portland.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There we go.
My first marriage. I got married in Portland.
Oh man.
In
Oregon, can they still get like stoned right out there in the street? I know that they let it go, and then they were like, man, we got to cut this back because motherfuckers are damn just laid out here now. So I don't know if they cut that off or not. I know they talked about shutting that down because it got out of hand, which I knew it was going to. I'm like, man, it's gonna get out of hand. I mean,
they'll let you shoot heroin, but they won't let you pump your own gas.
Yeah.
You can't pump your own gas in Oregon. Like some dude at the gas station has to pump it for you. It's retarded.
Look, I believe in freedom. I also believe in having a society set up with some restrictions so niggas just don't do wild shit all the time. Because, man, if you leave people to their own devices, they be out there just fucking shit up for everybody else.
It sounds like XP was a national socialist.
Something like that. I don't know. Here's what I do know. When Oregon was like, we're gonna let them get fucked up in the street. I'm just like, dog, that's not gonna end well. Okay, it's gonna be bad for you. All right, if you just let everybody out there just be all tore up, laid out in the street, this ain't gonna be great. And then finally, they're like, damn, but that didn't work the way we thought it was going to work. I'm like, well, no shit, man. I mean, this was easy to spot. But for some reason, the logistic thing, like it's tough for us, So, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. What they say, you live and you learn. And then what they say, there's too many people doing that too much, living and learning. I'm like, man, listen, use some logic.
Living and learning. Learned it by now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey,
there's a lot of people that aren't learning too. I got news for you.
They ain't learning anything.
They're living and they ain't learning jack shit. I encounter them out in the wild from time to time.
Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, well, look, Ghislaine Maxwell, she just she made a claim right here recently. Or let me see right here. Oh, this is in the memoirs, but from Guthrie. But she claimed that that she sucked off George Clooney. That she gave him a little fellatio back in the day.
That oh yeah, I knew that.
Didn't he get blown
Yeah,
on
I
a
mean,
boat
this.
with Obama by some little Vietnamese girl?
Oh,
I
is
didn't
that
know
right?
that.
I think
did
so.
not.
Is that
Yeah.
I've
right?
not heard that.
Uh huh. There's pictures.
But
Are
I
you talking about
knew
Clooney?
Ghislaine Maxwell blew George Clooney. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That was some news
I
to
mean,
me. I was like, all right, so
it's fantastic. It's fantastic news. Really,
yeah,
breaking news. TMZ.
yeah, yeah, TMZ type stuff. I'm just like, why? Okay, you gonna put that out there for the masses? I'm just trying to figure out why she's still alive. Like,
Because she's working with the feds, I think.
I mean, it's got to be a reason. Cause I'm like, man, she's there's no
She's
reason why
working
she
with the
still should
feds,
be
and she's
hanging
got a
around right now.
dead man switch.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
I don't
okay.
know. I've got to think that, like, you don't sit around in the, on a 10-hour flight with Jeffrey Epstein 100 times and not figure out, like, what's the escape route if everything goes to shit. What do we do?
Right,
I
right,
mean, this is who gets given up. This is who doesn't get given up. This is where some money's stashed. These are extra passports. These are this. I mean, it didn't wind up going that way. But, like, you don't think these guys, Maxwell, coming from her family, with her dad was a triple agent, and Epstein, his ties to Israeli intelligence, American intelligence. I mean, come on. Like, they
right.
had to
If
have some sort of, like, they had to have, Operation Backup. What do
yeah,
we
well,
do?
obviously, she's got something of value
Oh yeah.
left
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that they
I would
don't have
imagine a
access
dead
to, that
man.
they don't have access to, that nobody
Yeah.
has access to except for
And
her.
I would imagine it stays that way as long as she stays alive.
Right,
That's how you stay
right.
alive.
So,
If you're gonna work with the feds in a way like that, you don't work with them like, I submit to you and work with you, right? You would go into it saying, like, I have this information about your boss, and it stays a secret as long as I stay alive. If anything happens to me, it comes out. And then your boss goes to prison and you go to prison, and your life is, and I'm dead, but your life is a catastrophe. So, and all these other people are affected. So, and you make that known, and that's like the only way. Like, I've sort of, like, been on this lately because a lot of the Epstein survivors have been coming out in the last year or so. It's like there's three
right,
ways. There's three ways to approach it. You either never say anything and take all that information, whatever you know, to the grave. Or you come out and say, here's every single thing I remember. You do a tell-all interview, multi-part, whatever. You put it all out and you just go, it's out, and then you just walk away. But if you do that half measure where you say, I have information that might lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton, that's when you get killed. So if you've really got the goods, you either put it all out or you shut the fuck up. But if you tease it like you've got it, but you're just holding on to it, someone will come get you. That's like
yeah, it won't end well.
that's like the way it goes. So it's like, and 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 you know what, man? Like, it's cool if the calculation is I never say anything about it. Like, if you wind up with information that would fucking get you killed if you can't went public with it, and you go, I could never tell anybody this. Like, I think some of these people that are in interesting positions wind up with information that is, like, literally too dangerous to know. Like, like what's really going on with the Clintons.
Mm-hmm.
That's really a dangerous position to be. It's like all of a sudden you have this information, and then in having that information, you default have a target on your head
Yeah, that
simply by
sucks.
knowing what you know.
Just think if you walked in the wrong room at the wrong time, you just be sitting there, and all of a sudden they start talking
I
about shit. You're
didn't
like,
see anything. I didn't see
"Fuck, why
Bill
am I here?"
getting
You're
blown by a
like,
minotaur.
you're like, "Why the hell am I in here? How did I get here?" You're like, "Damn it!" It's like, well, this is information when people usually get, they don't make it back from. That's what this information is.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's like those
that can end
dudes who
poorly.
the UFO story I tell about the guy I met like 30 years ago who was at Area 51, and his like punchline to his story was like, that was the point where I thought they might not let me walk out of there alive. I was like, after he saw some crazy ass technology there. So, sometimes the information you're
Yeah.
like, probably shouldn't know that.
Yeah, how'd I end up here? That's the question you ask yourself. Uh, but the last thing, it looks like some people in New York's panicking because it looks like Mom Donnie is starting to extend his lead
Oh
over
boy.
Cuomo, and so we've got some people who are shitting their britches right now.
This is great, man. This is fantastic, actually. Here's why. I mean, I don't live in New York, so it doesn't impact me, but people are going to get a chance to watch a real life socialist experiment with a first rate class 1A American city. You're going to
Hmm.
get to watch, and then this will finally, well, for the next 50 years, hopefully put to rest the idea of socialism. After they watch what this guy does to New York City, he is going to turn it into a shithole. Not that it isn't already in some places. I was there. I watched a guy shooting heroin. Watched him. Look, we locked eyeballs on each other. I have a camera. I had a camera that was filming. It's fucking sad, man. It's not good. And he's going to make it infinitely worse for everybody. And then people are going to go, they're just going to point right to New York and go, see, that's what socialism gets you. Get you a shithole city. And it doesn't have to
Hmm.
be that way, but they're going to, if that's what they want, your wish is my command.
Let them have at it.
Go for it. Let's watch. Get your popcorn. It's gonna be rough. And the poor people that are hostages there, like the sane, rational people who are like, we don't want this insanity. I feel bad for them. I feel real bad for them. But like, they're outnumbered, man. The lunatics are running the asylum, and this is
Yeah, well,
going to be
that
bad.
stuff is.
New York has done this before, by the way. This is like not brand new. Like New York goes through massive cycles, like decade-long cycles, where it's like a shitty place to live in the 70s, where it's like super sketchy, and then corporate interests get involved, and Times Square turns into Disney, and then and now you just feel like it's on like another downswing, and it's like almost engineered to have that happen. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Stuff like
and
this
if you
is
want to
bred
engineer
out of
it,
no hope.
bring a
Mhm.
socialist in. Their ideas are so fucking stupid. It's mind numbing. Can't wait.
Right, right. And it looks
These
like,
people should be put in camps.
and I think they tried to slip Cuomo in there, hoping that some nostalgia would win the
What a
people over.
broken candidate. What a terrible candidate. That guy shouldn't run for dog catcher.
No kidding. I mean, but again, think of it. What an indictment on New York City politics that the best you can do to run against the insane socialist is a Cuomo who was busted for sexual assaulting somebody, I think, and
Mhm.
is single-handedly responsible for murdering old people in nursing homes during COVID. that's the best you can do, then you deserve a socialist lunatic. If that's the thing. I look at that and I go, there's no possible way this could be the optimal lineup here. This can't be plan A. Can it? Like, or am I 5-dimensional chessing it the wrong way and saying, no. Actually, this is the controlled demolition of New York City, and they've got the perfect guy for the job. A socialist who's going to destroy it economically and scare everybody out of there over to Florida and move all of Wall Street south. Maybe that's the plan.
Well, here's what we do know. We know from over the past year plus that they didn't want Eric Adams. Like, we knew that.
They want him now.
Because some of the shit he was saying, they were like, we need to get him out of there. But then Mamdani kind of popped up out of nowhere, and they were like, oh, fuck. Who else is around? They're like, I mean, get Cuomo. It's like, okay, we'll get Cuomo. It's just like,
so why aren't we deporting these Muslims yet?
I think they are. I think, you know what I would be interested to know is the self-deportation. And I think
Right.
that's a number that's probably ripe for being manipulated massively by the Trump administration. But I wonder what the real number is. Not that I expect to find out, of course, but I would be curious to know how many people just went, you know what? This is too much heat. I'm not looking for this. I'm leaving before, it gets too, I don't know, whatever. How many people do you think left? Do we know? Do we have numbers on how many people
They're
they say
saying
have
2 million.
self-deported?
They're saying
yeah, I
2
think they
million.
were saying a whole bunch. The folks just said, I'm getting the fuck out then. before
many?
it gets real.
And that's why they're
2
doing these
million.
tactics. Yeah, that's why they're doing these tactics. Like, that's why they're going into churches and schools and wherever the fuck and rip you out of the goddamn bathroom or wherever the fuck you at, because it sends a message to everyone else that we're not fucking around. So
No, I understand the reasoning for it, and I actually, if you're trying to deport large numbers of people, the best way to do it is for them to self-deport, and the best way to do that is to scare the shit out of them. I'm not advocating for it, but I of course understand the logic behind it.
So all these people who are employing these illegal aliens should be fucking deported with them.
Yeah, because there's a
Well,
reason that they're employing them. They're employing them because they get maximum profit from them undercutting them as far as payment. That's it. Like, it ain't because they care about them as a person. It's because they can pay them fucking dog shit. I mean, that's just it, man. I mean, let's you got to be serious. Like, oh no, I love everybody.
The government should pull any subsidies that they're getting if they're found to be hiring illegals, right? There shouldn't be government subsidies to begin with, but if you're getting government subsidies and you're hiring illegals, you need to lose both. Right? Sound reasonable?
Right.
Well, here's one thing I kind of have here's the thing, like, if you're naturalized, you can lose your citizenship. I'm kind of a hypocrite a little bit when it comes to stripping American citizens of their citizenship, because where else are you gonna fucking go? What can you do? That's a rough one. We're pulling you out of the system, and like it's a hard one. But like,
if they've gone through
with something, these people should be charged to the hilt with crimes. If not, they can't be stripped of the citizenship. So charge them to the fucking hilt and put them in jail for 20 fucking years. That'll send a message.
You get it? Yeah. Yeah, the punishment has to be severe enough where other people be like, okay, if I get busted, I don't want what happened to him happen to me. So, and I think that's where we fuck up a lot of I don't know, we became extremely soft on crime. Like, damn squishy. I mean, like, it's like,
intentionally.
Yeah,
they're at the district attorney level from a from a prosecutorial level, we were soft on. I mean, and Chesa Bowden coming in and as the district attorney in San Francisco and reimagining stealing and anything under $951 didn't count as actual theft. And so
Yeah.
people were just loading up with stuff and walking out. And nobody could do anything. Cops couldn't come. Cops couldn't arrest them. And so like they're like, oh, we're just gonna reimagine the way people do things. It's like, dude, what do you do? Like it. And then you find out he's financed by Soros, and you're like, oh, he's sent to destroy society, and that's how you do it, by doing dumb shit like that, putting in new laws like that. So like this stuff it's intentional, and it's plotted out years in advance and financed into existence into a candidate that is viable. Chesa Bowden is a prime example. Like his parents were literal terrorists, and Soros administration financed his rise and put him in a position to destroy San Francisco, and it has never recovered, and it'll be a shithole city for a long time
I went there once
until they
and
can
like
buy up everything on the cheap and then change the laws back and inject some sanity into it, and then values would go through the roof again. But
I went in 2016 and it was really nice. It was. I didn't go. I didn't see a lot, but like we went downtown and we didn't see a whole bunch of homeless people and stuff. I mean, it seemed like it
No.
was. It seemed like it had. Its shit
we
together.
drove around. We saw some. Where I was there in 2017. Where I was fine, but where we drove through was super sketchyville. But it was like million, condos, million plus, but like out in front of the building, it's just never ending sea of people sleeping in sleeping bags.
It's
there.
crazy.
In San Francisco,
Crazy as
for
hell.
those who don't know, it's not like sunny, warm California. San Francisco is so cold all year round. It's just wet, cold, windy, cold. And those people just sit out there. Man, I don't know anything about heroin, man, but I would want to be in Santa Monica doing it on the beach, not San Francisco freezing
If
my
I had
nuts
to
off
choose.
in Fisherman's Wharf in 30-degree temperature with 40-mile-an-hour winds. No, thank you. I'd be.
Oh man, it sounds really comfortable. It sounds really comfortable.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'm good. I don't want that.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see where we're at come next week on this government shutdown. If we have the doomsday that is November 1st, we'll be bringing that to y'all next week. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this week of day 0. We're gonna go ahead and shout out Lindsey, Rogue Ways, Rogue Soul, Finder on all your social media, YouTube channel, all that good jazz, Rumble as well. Charlie, go ahead and fire off what you got.
Oh, also, Lindsay's significant other, Johnny, has a new book coming out, and you need to get on the pre-order for that. If you're real nice, doesn't, just you can find out more about that over at Lindsay's place. Go help Johnny out. Go get on the pre-order, and then that kicks it up in the rankings. We got to play these games because we know how to win. So monkey with the algorithm. Macroaggressions.io. Eric Hollerbach is on. Comedian Eric Hollerbach is on this week. We talk about his new book. It's like the rantings of a crazy person. I have it. It's wild, man. So check out the episode. It's funny at the end. Eric goes like, when did you know I was insane? I was like, right away. So if you're looking for a funny book, this is it. So check it out.
All right, cool. I got Cory because he's bad at this. CoryHughes.org, BuddyHistory.substack.com, A Wonderful History JFK book, Lee Harvey Oswald in Black and White, Part 2, early 2026, if that's still the case. We still feeling that, Corey?
Yeah.
That's a yes. For the people on the podcast platforms, me, xq420.com. We appreciate everybody here for being here with us. And we'll catch y'all on next week's Day Zero.